What if I told you the US had plans to devalue the dollar? Bet you would think I was crazy. But in this episode, I'm going to go over 4 reasons why the US wants to devalue the dollar and why that might not be a bad thing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that call bell for hard-hitting geopolitical analysis. Let's get started. They're calling it the Mar-a-Lago Accord, a bold economic shift that could rewrite the rules of global trade. President Trump wants a weaker dollar, and if that sounds familiar, it should. Back in 1985, the world's major economies came together under the Plaza Accord to devalue the US dollar and correct massive trade imbalances. Now, Trump has taken a page out of that same playbook, but this time he's doing it on America's terms. Why is Trump pushing this strategy and what does it mean for the future of US economy? Let's break it down. Reason number 1, boosting US exports. A weaker dollar makes American goods cheaper overseas, plain and simple. This was the entire goal of the 1985 Plaza Accord, back when the U.S. was battling economic imbalances caused by a sky-high dollar. Japan and Germany agreed to weaken the dollar to boost American exports. The results? A trade boom for the U.S. and a stronger manufacturing sector. Trump's version, the so-called Mar-a-Lago Accord, isn't about negotiating with allies to voluntarily adjust their currencies. It's about using America's economic weight to push the dollar down unilaterally. The goal? Supercharge U.S. manufacturing and put American industry back in the global driver's seat. Reason number 2, reducing trade deficits. America's trade deficit has been a problem for decades. We buy far more than we sell, especially from China. The Plaza Accord, it helped us fix this in the 1980s, and Trump believes a similar approach today could do the same. By weakening the dollar, foreign goods become more expensive and American products become more competitive. This forces global markets to adjust, potentially bringing down the massive trade imbalances the U.S. has with China, the EU, and other trade partners. Trump's message is clear. America will no longer subsidize the rest of the world with an artificially strong currency. And if the other countries don't like it, too bad. The Mar-a-Lago Accord isn't about getting their permission, it's about forcing the global economy to adjust to a new American reality. Reason number 3, encouraging domestic manufacturing. This is about way more than trade. It's about reshaping America's economic future. A strong dollar has incentivized many companies to manufacture goods overseas for decades. A weaker dollar flips that equation. Suddenly, it makes more sense to produce in the U.S. rather than to rely on cheap foreign labor. Trump has made it clear. He wants to bring those jobs back. Even in his first term, he talked about bringing jobs back. If a lower dollar means it's no longer cost-effective for companies to outsource, then America wins. This is the heart of the Mar-a-Lago Accord, a self-sufficient, industrial, powerful America that doesn't need or rely on cheap imports. Reason number 4, countering foreign currency manipulation. The final reason Trump is pushing this strategy, because other countries have been doing it for years. China, Japan, and even the EU have all played the currency game, keeping their money weak to gain an economic edge. The Plaza Accord, it forced countries like Japan to strengthen their currencies, but in the long run, that backfired on Japan, causing a financial crisis. But this time, Trump isn't waiting for negotiations. He's taking matters into his own hands. The message is clear. America will no longer let other countries manipulate their way to economic dominance while the U.S. foots the bill. By forcing the dollar lower, Trump is making sure America plays the game on its own terms. So what does all this mean for you? A weaker dollar could mean higher prices for some imports, electronics, cars, and clothing. But it could also mean more jobs, stronger exports, and a manufacturing renaissance right here at home. The Mar-a-Lago Accord is Trump's attempt to rewrite the rules of global trade. Will it work, or will it trigger unintended consequences? One thing's for sure, Trump isn't afraid to shake up the status quo. Whether you love him or hate him, he's forcing the world to play by America's rules. What do you think? Is weakening the dollar a smart move for America, or is this too risky? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more hard-hitting geopolitical analysis. This is Frank. See you next time.